Hello friends, welcome back to ModStack. I'm your friend Ashish Bharti, MuleSoft architect. In today's session, we are going to see how to install and manage your Mule standalone runtime as a Windows service. Okay, so to get more clarity, we'll try to run it in the console mode first. We'll deploy the applications and we'll test it. And then same Mule standalone runtime, we'll try to install and manage as a Windows service. Okay. So to have the Mule standalone runtime, you can directly go to this site. I have already mentioned the URL here. You can see this URL. You can download it from here. Your Mule Enterprise Edition. Okay, standalone Mule runtime. Or you can directly go to the uh, you know browser and you can search for Mule same name. Okay, you take the first link, then here you'll get a from the MuleSoft documentation you'll get a link. Then you can go here and get the 30-day free trial standalone runtime. Okay, so I have already downloaded. So let me show you that. So let's close this. Let's close this. Okay, so you'll get a zip file. So like this, you can extract it. So I already extracted, and you'll get this kind of folder structure. So in this folder structure, each and every folder has a responsibility. Okay, so the app folder has a responsibility of you know deploying and undeploying apps. It won't work as a magic. Through mule commands we can deploy and undeploy those apps. Okay. Then bin folder, from here you can start and stop, your Mule runtime, or you can register your Mule runtime with your any point management center. Okay. So from here you have the options to, register your Mule runtime either with the, any point management center, or you can run it as a standard. Okay. And you have configuration folder. Here you'll have all the configurations. Okay, the scheduler configuration, wrapped configuration, all these configurations you'll find it here. Then we have folder called domains. So there is a concept of domain projects in Mule. So if you have domain projects and you wanted to share some resources with other projects, other apps, then you can keep those resources in the domain folder, and then you can deploy it here. So if you place that domain project here, that will be deployed as a domain project. Okay, and you will get an anchor file. So if you see here, I have tested with few apps. So you'll get a default domain project as it is. Nothing will be there. This is just pointer that every project has a default domain project unless you create explicitly any domain project. Okay, so this has to be there. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, and don't try to delete this anchor file or this default folder. Otherwise, everything will get messed up. Okay. The domain folder, domain project. So libraries, that name itself will tell you that all the dependent libraries to have an environment, all those things will be here. So as I mentioned, each folder has its own responsibilities. Logs folder, you will see all the logs will be there generated for your applications. Yeah. So let's try and start with our demo part. So let me go and close other unnecessary thing. Okay, so we'll go to the bin folder. Okay, from the bin folder, I'll call my command line. Okay, so let me maximize it. So from here, okay, so there are commands. If I simply say mule, okay, so this will run the bat file, and it actually, calls the Java software, that is, Tanuki software. So we'll be not going in the detail about what is Tanuki software on that. It's like a wrapper on your mule runtime. It will take care of your mule runtime. Okay, so we can say it's a kind of uh, um, gatekeeper, or responsibility. It has a responsibility to monitor our mule runtime. Okay, so that software will be started from here, and that will start in the console. Okay, so let's see. So here I'm running this from the bin folder. Make sure you're under the mule your standalone runtime bin folder, and from there you can see that your default first step, uh, you know your default domain project will get deployed. So that's what we are seeing right now. We don't have any apps in our apps folder, and since this is a standalone, so there won't be a cluster mode enabled. Okay, so let's start and deploy your simple app. I have one app. Okay, hello world app. We'll try to deploy that in our. So how to deploy that? As I said, apps folder has the responsibility. So we'll just place this jar. We're not going to do anything. So we'll just place this, jar inside our. So let me, you know, monitor the command line. Here we'll see what happens once we place this apps, jar file inside the app folder. So let me copy this, copy it, paste it here. Okay. So see, it's automatically extracted, and we'll get an anchor file over here, .txt anchor file. And once you get that anchor file, that is the indication that your deployment has been successfully done. Okay, so let me monitor the command line. So see here, it says that starting your app, and you'll get a deployed message here. Then only your anchor file will be created here. Okay, not this folder, apps folder. So you are getting anchor file over here, and you can see that your app is deployed properly. Okay, so let's test this. So it's a simple app. So I have, it's running in localhost. So on this port, and the resource path is hello. So let me run this. Okay. So you're able to see the response from there, right? Okay. So let me go back here in the apps folder. Not this one. Let me close this for now. So yeah, so if I delete this anchor file, what is the responsibility of this anchor file is to hold the deployment. Okay. So if I delete this anchor file, so that Tanuki software or Mule runtime, right? Mule runtime is monitoring this folder. So whichever app doesn't have anchor file, it automatically undeploy that, uh, application. So if I delete this, yeah, so I'm deleting here, you can see. And if I monitor my command line, it's deploying, undeploying automatically. So that folder also will be deleted from here. Okay, so this is via console we are managing, right? So what is the problem with the console? If I close this, uh, command line, then you're gone. Okay, so if I say just close this window, now if I go right, so I won't be able to deploy anything here. So if I go back and just let me go to desktop, and from here copy this. I've just closed that command line window, right? So if I go back and go to my, just let me open a new window. So if I go to, so I have my mule runtime here. If I place in the, okay, so it's not getting deployed, right? Because that automatically, that mule runtime, since I have closed the command line, it's automatically stopped. Okay, so that is a problem with this guy. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll run this standalone mule runtime as a Windows service. So how to do that? Let's go ahead. So let me go back here. So first I'll delete that apps from here. I don't want that right now. Okay, so we'll clean it. So we don't have anything in the apps folder. I'll go to bin folder again. I'll start my command line. Okay. So before that, I'll show you that nothing is there with, you know, mule runtime or something in my services, Windows services. Okay, so let's search with the M. There is nothing called mule or something here as a Windows service. Okay, so we'll keep on monitoring this section also. So let me start my mule runtime now in Windows service. So command for that is mule and install. Okay, so let's start. Now let's so it will ask that. See here, I was talking about the Tanuki software, right? So this is a software which is actually a bridge between our mule runtime, that is Java, and our operating system. This is the, we can say this is a agent or broker between our operating system and the mule runtime. Okay, so it's asking, wanted to change, made a change on something on our system. So let's see now, is anything registered with, so let's refresh here, refresh, and you can see here Mule Enterprise Edition is registered as a Windows service. Okay, it's not running right now, but it's registered as a Windows service. And then in the command line also, you'll see we are not seeing any logs or something here. Okay, so it's running in background as a Windows service. Okay, so let me start. So we can start it from here also. Okay, so we have start option here. Let me go here and start it from here. So to start from here, we have command called start. Okay, so we'll start it and we'll monitor. So again, it will ask for the permission. We said yes. You'll see it will be running here. So let me refresh. Starting. Once it is running, we'll go from the background. Okay, see here. So it's running now. Now I can go to my folders and I'll get that jar and I'll go to the apps folder here now. Okay, so we'll copy this jar from here, copy it, paste it in this folder, and we'll monitor it. Okay, so see, it's getting undeployed, extracted, and you'll get an anchor file. And right now, if I monitor my command line, nothing is coming here. Okay, so it's completely taken care by that Windows service. This one. Okay, so let me check the folder. Yeah, we got the anchor file. Now, if I go and test it, my app. Okay, so I'm able to see the response also. Okay, so now let's stop it from this Windows services section. So let's stop it. So now we are managing it as a Windows service. Okay, even if I stop this window now, okay, see here, I stopped it, but I can see that entry here. So let's stop, no, start it again from here. Let's wait for some time. Okay, so it's running now. Let me go back here and yeah, I'm able to see the response. Okay, now what now how to undeploy or stop, you know, that Windows service. Okay, so we'll go again back to the bin folder. Okay, and from bin folder I'll start my command line again. So now here, from here we can check the status, right, whether it's running or not running. So we can have this command status, new status. So it will tell you the status of, you know, again it will ask, see, it's running, it's installed and it's running in automatic mode, and rating is no, running is yes. Okay, now if I want to stop and unregister as a Windows service, so there is a command called mule remove. Okay, remove is the command. Okay, so now if I hit that command from here, Again, it will start. Okay. So now if you monitor this guy, you will get unregistered from here. See, it's gone. Now your app is also stop working. See here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's how we can, install our standalone Mule runtime and manage it as a Windows service. Okay. Hope you liked it. Hope you, find it useful. Hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done. Thank you.